Let me bring the boys in here 1 second. Is that ready? Okay, bring them in here. Still taking him? Oh, you be dropping loads all night tonight? Nice, dude. All right, let's bring these boys in.
Much choice here.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Dad, I'm not too good
How
at
are
these
you
power
doing?
strips. Oh shit, Josh is here. I'll have to hop off.
Who's here?
I
Fear?
gotta go.
Oh, Fear's here. Oh, what up, dude?
What's up, dude? Cowboys suck. Love you. Bye.
Fuck you. Shut up. You just hopped in here to talk shit. It's funny. What's up, Pops? How are you, man?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm trying to change the background on my green screen here, and I can't get it to
You
change.
seem like technology once again has you baffled.
Befuddled, betwixt.
Yeah. You looking good right now, Flame? Looking good, Jock. Welcome
Doesn't
in.
he?
I hope you're doing all right. Is that hurricane just going kind of south of you? Are you not going to be affected by that at all?
Not even feeling this one. I'm watching it from a distance on this one.
Yeah, that's good, man. 'Cause it's gonna be
good luck there.
Yeah, good luck to everybody.
In the path of that, man. I was watching some videos of some weather cams and some people like out in the field, and
yeah,
man, just watching that storm surge shoot over that levee down there.
Yeah.
Scary, man.
Around Sarasota down there just looks real rough, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and they do have this new I was watching the news for the weather people where they have, obviously a green screen behind them and they're showing you the different levels of water, like compared to a person. Like, it's fucking wild. They're gonna get 6 feet of water. Like, that's fucking crazy. Enough to carry cars. Like, it's that's why Gooch isn't here. He's got no power already, so he's already bunkered down. Yeah, I'm not sure if Tony's still recovered from COVID, so we'll see if he pops in. But we got our guest up there. What up, Paz? Welcome. How are you, dude? Welcome in.
What up?
How you doing? Let's hope you don't have porn on that TV behind you, okay, bud? This is a family affair show, okay? Welcome in, Paz. Good to have you back. We've had him on before. Our resident Ravens aficionado. Ravens are one of those teams this year too, man. It's just there's so many crazy stories in already through the first, I used to say quarter of the season right now. I mean, the Jets firing their head coach earlier today or yesterday, whenever it was. Jacques, what are your thoughts on that, man? Like, I mean, that's a weird firing right now. They're 2-3. They're not like out of it by any means. They've had a couple rough losses, but I mean, it's just kind of a weird. This is typical Jets, I guess. I don't know.
It's one of those you look at it and you kind of go, okay, because at the same time you're looking at this. You're looking at the coach. He's changed that team around. I mean, he built a good defense with what he had.
Josh.
Sure,
Focus.
You brought in Aaron Rodgers. You said you needed a quarterback. Brought him in. He got you 4 plays last year, and that was it. Okay, flush that down the toilet. Reset. And I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great either, but I got a feeling that Aaron Rodgers has his hands in that a little bit, I think, if you ask me. But it really is unfortunate. I mean, a mid-season firing is never good to see.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, point the finger at Rodgers. Is it Rodgers? I mean, this is going to be his last year, obviously. I mean, it's kind of like he went over there and with a bunch of talent, and now the last 2 years, obviously with the injury last year, now this year, it's just like, what a waste. Like what a waste kind of in a way for the Jets. Paz, what are your thoughts, man, on the firing of the Jets coach today, man?
The Jets are shit.
The Jets are shit.
Well,
yes, they are.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers was on a Pat McAfee show today. He said he had like no input. That's a bold-faced lie.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
Yeah,
he's got to have some input, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I mean, Pops, what are your thoughts? Yeah, go ahead, Paz. Yeah.
I mean, like you saw a couple weeks ago when like Salah tried to hug Aaron Rodgers, like he pushed him back and like said something.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to read his lips, but you couldn't really tell what he was saying. So
They,
I think
they claimed he was saying it's too early. Like, don't be celebrating now. It's too early.
That's
in the
what
game.
I heard
That's what
too.
they claim he was saying, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is. He's just an enigma, and just who knows what goes on in that head.
Yeah.
He probably said, "Don't hug me. You're not going to be here in 2 weeks anyway."
Probably something like that.
You're on your way out, so don't hug me.
I mean, and then Pops, you've got now you've got Rodgers over there. Like, what do you think of Aaron Rodgers now? I mean, it's kind of like a little tarnish on his career in a way. The last 3 to 4 years of Aaron Rodgers have either just been drama, a head case on the field, injuries. After this guy was just the magician for the Packers for so many years. I mean, I think he's an obviously Hall of Famer, but I I think a lot of people look at him a little differently. I think he could have gone out a lot better than what he's going out right now.
Well, absolutely. I agree with you. And the longer that he stays in, and the longer that he doesn't produce, and the longer that chaos surrounds him, and controversy, yeah, it does affect your legacy. It does affect how people remember you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. You can be a great player, but if your last 2 years you're an asshole, they're gonna remember you as an asshole.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a marriage. Hey, started off great, everything was wonderful, and at the end, you're an asshole. But
Yeah.
Hey, that's what they're gonna remember you. Not all the years you were in love, not all the years you were happy. You're just gonna be an asshole for the rest of your life. Well,
yeah, he could, he could have been like
nicer.
Like what Brady did in Romo. You could have gone into the broadcast booth, but now he's just fucking like no one wants to hear from him because it's either you know what I mean. His opinion just so annoying now. He could have just gone out so much better than he did. But a lot of good games last week. I mean, the Chiefs once again, man, they just keep rolling players out there and they just keep winning football games even when they're playing like shit. And I mean, they throttled the Saints. That game wasn't even close. I know at the beginning it was, but I mean that interception in the end zone, and that sucked because the over didn't hit. Pieces of shit, missed field goal. God, it was terrible. But once again, the Chiefs get it done, and now they're 5-0 and rolling. The Bears, huge win for the Bears last week. They're up to 3-2 now. Good start off the rocker there. The Texans getting back on their winning ways as well, looking good. That Titans situation is just absolutely a mess there as well. I mean, you're shaking your head down there, Flame. That Titans situation, I don't know what's messier. I guess the Browns quarterback situation or the Titans quarterback situation. Which one's messier right now?
Honestly, as much as I want to go Tennessee on that, I'm going to go Cleveland on that one still, because I mean, you spent on Deshaun Watson, you hoped you'd get something. You had the 1 year without him because of the allegations. You had another year without him because of injuries. I mean, once again, you're looking at which way to go on that. But Tennessee, something going on down there. Got to straighten that out. Yeah. I honestly thought a Levis would be something.
Yeah,
and it's. I mean, they've put good weapons around him. Yeah, they're not the best, but they're better weapons than what he's used to.
Yeah, and
it's just not flattening out. I don't know how much longer you go with this, but if I'm Tennessee, I'm definitely thinking options. What do we do now?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's going to be. They're talking today. I mean, the Browns' only thing they can do is trade away their first round pick and Watson, and then have whoever their team takes Watson's cut him. I mean, that's basically what to release him. So, well, there and then look at pause up there, man. What a comeback from the Ravens, taking down the Bengals, a botched, field goal attempt on the hold.
They're gonna kill me.
I mean, Burrows, he just looks like a defeated man on the bench. Like, what else can I do to get this team to win? He just seems defeated at this point. But what a comeback win, man. And Lamar Jackson just continues his dominance in the regular season. The question always is, can he get it done in the playoffs? But that's a huge win for you guys, Pause, this weekend.
Yeah, and just to double off on the Browns, I actually read something today that says Deshaun Watson has more settled lawsuits than he does passing touchdowns for the Browns.
Damn.
I think he had a QB rating of 8 in the game. I think it was like
God, 8?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was in the single digits.
But I mean, it's also bad because they really can't do much with him. Like his dead cap for next year, I think they said it was like $175 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. They have to trade a first round pick so like the team gets something, and the team that gets them just releases them, so they don't have to worry about the contract or anything. That's the only
He's so bad. They make him
Browns
miss Manziel.
They should have kept Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, they should have kept Baker. I mean, that's I mean, it's wild. Yeah. But a huge win again for the Ravens coming back in that one as well. I don't know. The Steelers gave the Cowboys that football game. I mean, the Steelers should have won that game with 3 turnovers from Dak. Looked like shit. I love that CeeDee Lamb walking back said that was a subpar throw, and you can see him mouthing it to Dak. Right? You're shaking your head over there, Flame. What do you? I don't know, man. Cowboys they somehow find a way to win at the end, but I'm just not impressed at all, man.
I mean, let's face it, there at the same time, yes, Justin Fields is doing some good things, but you're paid Dak Prescott all that money to fumble the ball and throw picks in the red zone. I mean, good job, Dallas. And now you've got CeeDee Lamb trying to get mad at him, and he's got a big fat paycheck too. I mean, I said it before, I say it again. You pay for crap, you get crap. And I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Dallas. This is what you paid for. This is the productivity you're getting. I'm loving it. So I mean, we're good to go.
I know you are. I know you are. All right, well, let's get to pick'ems here. Our winner last week was Buster Cherry, so congratulations, Buster Cherry and Eon tying with 11 correct picks. Buster Cherry won the tiebreaker, so Buster Cherry will get the $10 wins there. Again, you make sure you get your picks in. Exclamation picks in chat. Yeah, what about your Steelers, Gentleman? Yeah, go ahead, Knock.
I was 7-1 after the morning picks.
And it just shit the bed.
I was 7-1. It just shit the bed. I might get back into this.
Nope, not at all. I'm only 2 out of first place, and of course, I'd only be 1 out if I picked my own fucking Cowboys. But I went with the Steelers, and now I'm 2 back.
Tied for first.
Yeah, are you tied for first right now? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, with 50 correct picks. Yeah, 500 points. I'm at 480. Yeah, Pause is up there. Katz is only 1 back. Dalene's up there. Redman. Ullman's on the front page. Good job. Eon on the front page. Tiny Dutchman. Sam's up there. Alvin, Hawktua, and Finns. That's someone's name. Yeah. So again, we don't go past page 1. You're irrelevant if you're on the 6 other pages. So
it sounds like Knocker's picks. Like it started off like giving them hope, just like the Cowboys.
Yes,
and then they
exactly.
Well, you can participate on a week-to-week basis, Gendelet. So like we give away $10 weekly winners. That the end prize is $100, but the weekly winner you can hop in at any time. So I know people miss weeks and like, oh man, I can't get back in it, but you can play on a week-to-week basis. So congratulations at the top there. I destroyed your fucking fantasy football team this week, Knocker.
Me and Golden Totoro can have a real long fucking talk. Because I drafted Kirk Cousins as my starting quarterback. Somehow he's not even on our fucking team anymore, and he started Sam Darnold.
I fucking destroyed your fucking team. I dropped 154 points, most for the week. My team's back. I'm back at 3-2. Paz, you're not looking good. What's yours over there, dude? What are you running with over here?
So I'm gonna tell you exactly what.
Okay.
Tank Bigsby is the #1 on Jacksonville. That's a given. ETN is some shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Rashad White doesn't want to do anything this year, and Bucky Irvin is taking more things. It's like literally last week I gave Sam's Tribe their first win.
Yeah, you gave Sam her first win. Yep, you did. Jackson, you're 1-4. You're on your dude. Watch out, you're gonna get relegated, bro. You need to pick it up here.
It was a close game, though. But it seems like every time I play somebody on the team has a career game.
Oh, like one of those. Yeah.
One of those things.
Yeah.
Like for you, it was Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, he did go off that week. Yeah, for a tight end to get 20 plus is pretty good.
And then this week, like Sam Tribe, she had both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Yeah, and they both went off for Cincy. Yeah.
And I just needed 2 more points from Kareem Hunt.
That's tough. It's tough. You better win this week because you're getting down there right now. Knocker, you're 2-3 in the league right now.
I'm not taking any blame at all. All I know is when I was in charge.
To get in here.
When I was in charge, we were 2-0.
Uh-oh, the couple's fighting.
I look at my roster and I don't recognize my roster. I don't recognize any of the guys on our team anymore. So
they're starting to crumble.
2 weeks. I'm like Dallas now. We're like Dallas. Me and GT are going to end up like fucking Dallas right now. That's what we're going to end up with here in a minute.
Oh, I love it.
I don't recognize anybody on my fucking team right now. Anybody.
I can't wait till GT gets in chat. Oh, man. Well, speaking of who's got it together, though, Cats Gaming's 5-0 and Mr. Sheets down there. 5-0 in fantasy, brother.
I don't understand. I'll be honest. I don't know anybody on my team either, thanks to all these injuries.
Yeah, he's just getting the job done. 5-0 for the Sheets. Carpe Knox Cowboys is 4-1. I'm 3-2 after going 0-2 to start season. I'm back. And somehow Rose's team, who picked auto pick, is 3-2. So you guys need to pick it up.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys need to pick it up over there.
My God.
Oh, man. All right, chat. Let's get to our games. Make sure you lock in your picks. Exclamation picks in chat. We are heading to week 6 in the NFL. A big week up again as we head into our week 6 picks. Make sure you lock them in. Exclamation picks in the chat. $10 up for grabs once again. We head in, go around the horn, make our picks and predictions. Again, remember who's at the top. Me and Paz. Who's at the bottom? Sheets and Knocker. So just remember that as we go around the horn. I meant that on pick'ems, not in, corresponding to
How many times have you won pick'ems?
I've won it once, and you've won it twice.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Just wanted to clarify.
Whatever, dude.
We're
Whatever.
talking about the here and now. We're not talking about the past.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not talking
I'm
10
always
years
talking
ago.
about the
That's
past.
what not used to being on top. So we'll give him his moment. Give him his moment. Let him
That's
take
like
the good.
that's like talking about the past. It's like Cowboys fan. Oh, saying, "Oh yeah, we had 5, 6. Yeah, when was your last one? 30 years ago."
That's
Right?
right.
Oh, well,
That's right. Live in the past. We got a good Thursday night football game here. The 49ers are in shambles right now. They're 2-3. They've got such a talented roster, but again, injuries creeping up on them. They lose a game last week against the Cardinals. Seahawks are 3-2 now. They return home. I don't know how the Giants went in there and beat Seattle last week. I don't know. That's why I love the NFL, though. It's fucking crazy. You never know what's going to happen. The Giants go in, though. Seahawks 3-2 against the 49ers 2-3. The Niners are banged up here. I'll go to you first, Sheets. Niners, Seahawks. The spread is 49ers favored by 3.5. What do you got?
You know, the Niners took it on the tip. They showed up in the first half. Second half, nowhere to be seen, and just unfortunate to do that against an Arizona team. They can't afford to lose this one, and I don't think they do it. This defense is going to come out with something to prove. Give me the Niners on this one.
Niners on the road taking out Seahawks. All right, pause. What do you got? Niners, Seahawks, Thursday night football.
I mean, both teams are coming off bad losses. Seahawks at home to the Giants when they didn't want to use freaking Kenneth Walker for my bets. It's terrible. He had like 3 carries at halftime.
You would knock her. It all comes down to the betting. It all comes down to the betting every time.
But I mean, I'm going to take the 49ers just because Seahawks just look abysmal.
Okay, going Niners too. Knocker, what do you got? Niners, Seahawks, Thursday night football. Niners favored by 3.5. They're 0-2 on the road this year too.
Fuck Seattle.
Okay.
They blew parlays. They just blew
They
them
really
up like,
did.
Like the fucking goddamn USS Arizona. Just like, what the fuck happened?
Oh
Are you
man.
kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? What's the one receiver Metcalf with the fumble, another fumble? He's got the most fumbles of any receiver since he came into the league.
Yeah.
How did he fumble?
Yeah.
I didn't fumble once. 100 passes caught, 0 fumbles. How do you fumble? It's inexcusable.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're going Niners
So
then.
I think
Yes, I am.
when he fumbles, like when you catch the ball and then like it hits it out, I think that's how he fumbles.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that explanation there.
Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you for that.
Obvious.
Man, the Niners, they did lose their
Christ.
kicker last week though too, so they will be without a kicker without their starting kicker. I'm so tempted to take the Seahawks here though. Like I feel like the Niners really are in shambles right now. Like they and that Seahawks defense is just, God, I can't believe they got burned by Daniel Jones though. Like to get burned that bad by Daniel Jones is just
Without Malik Neighbors too.
Yeah, without Neighbors too. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go Niners. Like I'm gonna go with Flame and think that their defense is pissed off. I think they go cause some fumbles. I'm gonna go Niners over Hawks in a crazy weird Thursday game. 24-20 Niners over the Seahawks on Thursday. We open up Sunday with a game in London. This one at Tottenham Stadium. We've got the Jags 1-4 finally getting off of the 0-win train. The Bears looking fantastic last week, Knocker. Bears 3-2, Jags 1-4. The spread is Chicago favored by a field goal or 2.5, depends where you get it. Knocker, I'll go to you first. Jags, Bears, and this one in London early Sunday.
The Bears are going to eat Sunshine alive. That defense is just, he's going to be seeing ghosts. Caleb's getting better every week. Granted, it was Carolina, but Carolina has won a football game. They're not over.
Yeah.
And they still are an NFL team. He's getting better, a little bit better every single week, just a little bit at a time. The game is slowing down. You can see that the game is slowing down. And the Bears just have a really good defense. So, the Jags, I don't know what's going on down there.
Yeah.
I don't.
I figured the Jags coach would get fired before the Jets coach. I mean, with how the seasons are going, I mean, just by looking at it.
Crooked visor and all that. The Jags have really nice helmets, and their white uniforms look like trash. They just look like
I hated the Saints uniform. I hated the. I think me and Flame were talking. I hated the Saints uniforms too on Monday night. Their helmets look stupid. I didn't like it. So you're gonna go with the Bears here in London here over the Jags. All right. Paz, what do you got here? Bears looking good last week. The 3-2. Defense is pretty good. Special teams as well. Jags get their first win though. What are your thoughts, Bears Jags?
I mean, I like the Bears, but like, this could be like a pick 'em for me just because. I mean, the Bears have a great defense, but it's the London Jaguars.
Yeah, I mean they are London's team pretty much. They send them there every year. I mean, so you going here?
I'm still gonna go with the Bears.
Going the Bears here. All right. What do you got, Mr. Sheets? We got Jags, Bears in London.
Man, look, Jacksonville, it's a shit show in Florida. You take them to London, where they're more happier and do better. It's still going to be a shit show in London. Chicago, I agree with what Knox said on this one. Caleb Williams, he's getting it together. It's coming to him. The game is coming to him, and he's been improving over the season. And Jacksonville's just that kind of shit show to where I think the Bears will take care of this easy.
All right. Yeah, it says here, I think Cash put in chat, the Jacksonville is 6-5 in London overall. They got a winning record in London. So, yeah. I'm going to go with the Bears here, too. I was impressed. I got to say, they looked good last week. That defense is for real with the Bears, as it usually is. And as long as Caleb, as long as he just, like you said, keeps improving, like Sheesh just talked about, and, he just doesn't turn the ball over, I think the Jags really haven't even shown me with their win last week that they are a good football team. I'm going to go with the Bears here as well. I think they win by about a touchdown in this one. I'm going to go Chicago 27-20 over the Jags in this one. All right, Sunday morning football here. Good game. Cardinals coming off the big win against the Niners. They're 1-1 on the road. They're 2-3 overall. The Packers 3-2. Return home here. They're 1-1 at home. The spread on this one is Green Bay -5 in this one. Sheets, what do you got? Cardinals, Packers, Sunday morning.
Arizona surprised people beating the 49ers, I think. Like you said, the injuries did catch up to the 49ers. And if you look at Green Bay beating the Rams, the injuries to the Rams paid off for Green Bay. But overall, I want to go Green Bay on this one. I think they have the team on field here, and they should be able to take care of Arizona pretty easier.
Yeah, it's just stingy Cardinals. You just never know with that team, man. They're so crazy to watch.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think they're good and they can, maybe be a playoff team, but then they shit the bed. What do you think, Paz? Cardinals, Packers here.
Is Jair Alexander, is he gonna be playing?
I do not know.
Fear the reload.
Thank you,
Marvin
Fear, for the
Harrison.
58 months of Prime. Thank you.
Marvin Harrison could probably have like a field day, but I don't know. I like Packers. I like their passing game. I like their running game. I actually took Josh Jacobs in one of my future.
Oh, Queen Tay says Jair is supposed to play in this game, so.
Yeah, then Marvin Harrison's not gonna do nothing then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Green Bay by 10.
You got by 10 in this one. All right, Knocker, what do you got? Cardinals and the Packers here.
I need to make up some ground, so I'm going to go with Arizona.
I love it. You have your arm over the chair now. You're just like, man, my picks have just sucked. I'm just going to try. I got to try something. You're disheveled picks man right now. You really are.
I'm trying to sound intelligent. And I just don't know if it's working,
Oh, man. Thank you, Fear, for the 58 months of Prime, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, the Packers, that tight end came out of nowhere, too. They're tight end for the Packers right now. Reed, their receivers, having a great year as well. I think they're a more complete team than the Cardinals right now. And I feel comfortable, especially taking them at home in this one. I'm going to take the Packers, win by about 10 as well in this one. I'll take them 30-20 over the Cardinals. Next game up, these two teams just been kind of shambles all year as well. The Colts 2-3. They're 0-2 on the road. They head in to face the Titans, as we talked about. Their quarterback situation. The Titans are 0-2 at home, so one of these things is going to change here. One of these teams are going to get a win. Colts 2-3, Titans 1-3. The spread is the Titans favored by 2.5. Knocker, Colts Titans Sunday morning. What do you got?
Is Richardson even playing? Did he not get
I will
hurt again?
find out right now if he's playing or not. Let me see. Injury.
They'd have a better chance with Joe Flacco.
Richardson says his oblique was limited practice participant on Wednesday, so he's going to play. If he's practicing at limited practice on a Wednesday, he's listed as questionable right now. So
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I think the Colts have the ugliest road uniforms in the league, so I'm going to go with Tennessee.
I love it. Using the Julie uniform fucking thing. I love it. The color scheme. When all fails in your pick'ems, right, Knocker? You go with the ugly jerseys.
Gotta go with something else.
Your in-depth conversation has changed from week 2 of our pick'ems here to week 6.
Right?
Yeah, you're just like Tony now. Fucking win by 30.
Right. AI's telling me.
AI. What do you got, Paz, here? Colts and Titans in this one.
I mean, if the Colts want to win, they'll play Joe Flacco.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. He can still sling it.
the Colts' run defense is terrible, so I expect a big game from Pollard. It's going to come down to whether Anthony Richardson plays or not. If he does, he's probably going to get knocked out the game anyway.
Yeah.
I'll say Tennessee by 2.
By 2 in this one. All right. Flame, what do you got? Colts, Titans in this one.
You never wish injuries on people, but if I'm a Colts lineman, I might let a defensive tackle slip by once or twice just to get Flacco back in the game.
The old lookout.
The old lookout, yeah. Wow.
I mean, it's obvious this team is better under Flacco and Richardson. I mean, when he does play, it's either he hits a great pass, but it's 1 out of 10 because all the rest of them are over the receivers' heads. And with that, I agree with what everybody here said. I think if Richardson starts this game, Indy loses this game.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going for Tennessee on this.
All right. Yeah, and the Tennessee Titans, they put out just a couple days ago their headlines that they are sticking with Will Levi or Levis, whatever you want to say. So he will be playing and starting. So that's going to be a crapshoot. I'm going to actually go. I'm actually going to wait to pick this game and see if Joe Flacco starts. If he doesn't start, I'm going to go with the Titans. But if Joe Flacco starts this game for the Colts, I'm going with the Colts on this one.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so so I know people don't like it. I'll pick a pick now, but that's really, you got to look out for that stuff because I think it is that much of a game changer for the Colts. So I will go with the Colts if they play Flacco. If they don't, I will go with the Titans in this one, in a very weird, sloppy game, like 17-13 kind of game in this one. Next up here, Texans going in to New England. The Texans are 4-1. The Patriots are 1-4. They have not won at home this season as well. The Patriots are the underdogs, of course. Houston favored by 7 in this one. Knocker, what do you got? Texans, Patriots here. Is this just going to be a slaughter, or are we going to see a competitive matchup here?
What was your take on Houston's uniforms and the colors?
I loved Houston's new uniforms. I loved them. I loved them.
I hate the
I think
color
Flame, you
rush
said you
shit.
liked them
I
too,
hate all
right?
that. I hate all that. I hate it.
So far.
Yeah, I liked
The
them.
helmets were nice.
Yeah, I liked the helmets. They were dope.
The uniforms, maybe, yeah, you could probably switch up a few things, but the helmets were nice.
Yeah.
The helms were okay.
Yeah.
But just stick with your identity. You have an identity.
I like when the
stick with
teams
it.
bring back the classics. Like I like
Now
when they
that's
bring them
right.
back, like the classics, like of
Oh,
like
the
the
old
70s or
Atlanta
80s
jerseys.
ones. Yeah.
The best uniform in the history of the NFL is Seattle Seahawks original uniform.
Yeah, like no, like
With the black
Denver
boots
brought
and
back
the
the
sport
the
mask.
original orange ones this past weekend,
Yes,
and those look
Denver
good.
looked good.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah.
Atlanta's uniform
waiting for the
looks
cream
good.
to come back.
What's that, Flame?
I'm waiting for the cream to come back.
Oh yeah, the cream Tampa Bay ones are great. I love those ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't mind the throwbacks, but I
Yeah.
Detroit looks really fucking stupid in them all gray things. The Rams look really fucking stupid.
Yeah,
in
the
whatever
creamsicles.
Ecro things they wear.
Yeah.
Just stop trying to make money and just be your identity. I wanna
That's what
look at the
business is about. You
TV.
can't hate them. It's about making
I
money.
want to
dude.
look at the TV and know who the fuck's playing.
It's about making money.
Just by looking
It's
at the
about
jerseys.
making money, and I'm not going to hate a business for trying to put stuff out and try to make money.
Like they don't make enough.
I'm just saying, though. It's business.
I'm just saying too. So anyway, Houston's gonna win.
Yeah, just so you know that Kat's saying here, Patriots are going to be starting Drake May at quarterback,
Yes, they
and
are.
Nico Collins is going to be out 4 weeks for the Texans, which means more targets for Stephon Diggs. So let's go. Big game for Diggs this weekend. He's on my fantasy. But yeah, Texans, I think, just roll into there. What do you think, Paz? Texans, Patriots here. Do we have a competitive game or no?
I mean, I don't think Stephon Diggs is going to have a good game. You're going to have Christian Gonzalez on him all game, and he's been shutting receivers down all season.
Yeah.
So I think it could be a Tank Dell game.
Okay.
I don't know if Joe Mixon's coming back, but I don't know if you saw the rumor going around, but apparently Stephon Diggs hooked up with Cardi B while she was 8 months pregnant.
Is that real? I didn't know that. No.
Hey, do you, Stephon? Do you, Stephon? But the Texans are gonna win this, but I don't think it will be by the 7. I think the Patriots defense will keep them in this. I'll say it's gonna be like a 4 or 5 point game.
Okay, with the Texans here, Sheets. What do you think here, Texans Patriots? They keep it competitive.
I mean, it's good to hear Diggs hooked up with somebody because Stroud sure ain't looking his way, that's for sure. But maybe, like I said, maybe now with Nico out, he'll get a few more looks. But I mean, it is what it is there. New England, it's a regrowing process for sure here, and Houston's going to come in. Banged up, but I think they'll be able to take care of this here. Give me Houston.
Yeah, I'm going to go Houston as well. I think that number's spot on because I think it's going to be like a 24-17, 24-13 type of game here. Like the Patriots keep it semi-close all game, but the Texans end up winning in the end. So I'm going to take Texans as well. So we'll sweep that. Pretty good game in the morning here. But again, the Saints, talk about banged up, losing Carr. They're going to be without him this week as well. Saints at home, 2-3 overall, 1-1 at home, facing the Buccaneers, who've kind of maybe come down a little bit to earth a little bit after they had a little win streak there. Baker Mayfield, though, still having a great season, 11 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. The Buccaneers 3-2 on the road against the Saints, 2-3. Tampa favored by 3.5 in this one. Jacques, what do you got? Bucks, Saints in this one.
I've said the last 2 weeks that car looked like it had a problem. All of a sudden it goes out. I tried to give you the warning. The check engine light was on, but we're going Rattler here in this one. Saw that it got announced today. Spencer Rattler's going in today for New Orleans. Good for him. Let's get him some reps. Let's see what he can do. But Tampa Bay played a hell of a game last Thursday, and just Atlanta. It was just Atlanta's night. I mean, everything was going their way. So I don't think that Tampa Bay train slowed down. They have been in New Orleans all week. They left early for this game to get out of the hurricane. And again, I think that might actually help them on rest and everything. So yeah, I think Tampa Bay just keeps rolling.
Okay. What do you got, Paz? Buccaneers, Saints, Sunday morning.
Well, I'm gonna say third time's a charm because the last 2 divisional games in this, the home team has won both times.
Okay.
And I know Knocker usually says it's usually like an away team, usually always winning that division. I think Tampa Bay will pull it out. I think it will be close because Tampa Bay's pass defense is terrible. So I think people are saying Rattler can sling the ball. So I think he'll have a decent day. But ultimately, the Buccaneers are going to win.
Okay. You got the Bucs all over the Saints. Knocker, what do you got? Buccaneers, Saints here.
The Bucks just, in my opinion, they just have a better team. Evans is playing out of his mind. Godwin's right there. They have a decent running game. I think they have a 1-2 punch back there now, and they're just rolling. I like what I see on the field. There's not a whole lot of gamesmanship. Like when they score touchdowns or make good plays, they're not really doing all that stupid shit that some of the other teams do. I think they're just really business-like for more so than they have been. So I just like the level-headedness of that team. So it'll probably be a down game for them, probably an ugly game, but I think they squeak one out.
I actually think they blow out the Saints in this one. I think the Saints showed their true colors, who they are against the Chiefs, and a struggling quarterback, a team that's kind of one-dimensional, relied on Kamara for these big plays, and if they just stack the box and eat up Kamara, I mean, Olave, just lock him down with your best cornerback, and I think that they're just going to get blown out in this game. I think the Bucs roll in there. I think this is the perfect for them, coming off just, like you said, a tough loss to that Falcons team, and I think they just right the ship here against a team that is battered with injuries at quarterback that's going to make his first start here. I just think the Bucs are way too much here. I like this a blowout. I like the Buccaneers 30-17 over the Saints in this one. Next
What's
game.
the spread in that game?
And this one's 3.5 to Tampa.
100% take that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hop 100%. On that. Now, I think that goes to 5.5 to 6 by game time, I would think. Next up here, you've got the morning game. Once again, we've got the Browns in the terrible situation with their quarterback. It's just an absolute mess. They're 1-4. They come into the Philadelphia team coming off a bye here. The Eagles 2-2. They're at home. They're fresh. They're ready, and that's why we see the spread of 9.5 in this one. Knocker, Browns, Eagles. What do you got in this one?
This is the no-brainer of the week, I would imagine. You got to go with Philly in this, yeah.
I mean, if the Browns come in and win this game, the Philadelphia's really got to question what are we? What kind of team is this? Because with 2 weeks to prepare against what is the worst quarterback in football right now, and one of the worst organizations in football as far as just their personnel on the field, I think I think this is the lock of the week. But Paz, what do you got here? Eagles, Browns.
I mean, the Eagles, last time they played, they got blown out by the Buccaneers, but they were without A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. You're possibly getting both of those guys back this week, and the Browns just let a receiver named Dynami Brown go off on them.
Yeah.
From the Reds, I'm gonna say Redskins because nobody likes the Commander's name, but I mean, Cleveland's done. They should just put Jameis Winston at quarterback because he'll give him a better chance
Yeah,
to win.
Slimmy had that
So
question in chat. Yeah, you start Winston or Watson here.
I think Eagles win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I'm with you, though. I think you start Winston in this one. I think yeah, I mean, what are you trying to show? It's not like you're showing off Watson's fucking talent right now. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're trying to show him to trade him. But Sheets, what do you got here? Browns, Eagles.
I mean, if you're Cleveland right now, you're just happy teams like Jacksonville and Carolina exist out there. So you're not the absolute worst in the league.
No shit.
I mean, that's plain and simple there. Philly coming off a bye week. It hasn't looked great in Philly, but you don't have to look great to beat Cleveland.
Yeah.
Philly.
You give you Philly. I'm going to go with Philly, too. I think they went by 2 touchdowns, like Paz set up there. I think it's the lock of the week for me. But again, we've seen stranger things happen. We've seen stranger things happen here. This is probably the game of the week right now. Looking at it, we've got the Commanders 4-1, man. Their quarterback is just having a phenomenal season. And the Ravens coming off the big comeback win. They're at home now. They're 3-2. Yeah, Commanders 4-1, Ravens 3-2. A battle of probably 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, having great seasons. One the veteran, one the rookie here. This is a great game, man. Game of the week for me. Commanders on the road, 4-1 against the Ravens, 3-2. Baltimore favored by 6.5 in this. I don't understand this spread at all with how the Commanders have been playing to give the Ravens. Yeah, I know they won last week, but it's a wild kind of spread here for me. I don't know. Maybe change my mind. Cheats, what do you got? Commanders, Ravens here. This is going to be game of the week for me.
Yeah, this is the one you're going to want to watch. I mean, if you're home on Sunday, turn on CBS, check this game out. It's going to be one to see. I mean, Baltimore, dogfight last week.
Yeah.
It was an absolute dogfight. You squeaked it out in the end. Good job there. Washington's one of the hottest teams out there right now. You've got Jaden Daniels, obviously in the Rookie of the Year conversation. Could put himself in better standing at the end of this one. Not to upset my bearded friend down there, but I got to go Washington on this one. I'm going with the youth. I'm going with what I'm seeing down there in Washington. Baltimore, again, coming out of a dogfight. You got to go into this one. Don't sleep on this Washington team. This is a good team, and I can see them, and I'm going to go with the upset on this one.
Damn, yeah, they got that dual running attack with Eckler, too, having a great season, come back from injury as well. Their running back duo right there. One guy can mash up the middle. The other guy can get out, catch passes, and open up the field. His accuracy, for me, is just blows me away for a rookie. Like, his accuracy is just amazing, is Daniels. But this is going to be a tough one. This is their toughest matchup, obviously, of the season, Paz. So you're saying the spread is spot on here, huh? You think that the Ravens spread a touchdown is spot on? Why? What's your reasoning here?
So they just brought back in Dean Pease as a senior advisor for the defense. I think that's going to help Zach Orr a lot. Also, Ravens are 15-2 against rookie quarterbacks at home.
Damn, that's a number. Okay.
Lamar is 21-1 against the NFC.
Damn, that's a number too. It's like those are hard stats to like not just to look over. Yeah.
Now I told a whole bunch of people at work this week. I'm like, and I told my friends too. Everybody's expecting this to be a shootout game.
Yeah.
I'm saying right now, everybody's expecting it to be a shootout. Watch it go under.
Watch it. What is the over-under here is 51 and a half.
51 and a half.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a crazy number. Yeah, I would actually take the under there as well. I agree.
I'm telling you, it's going to be like a 2017, 17, 13 game.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see it. But you're going obviously Ravens here over Commanders. Okay,
like,
Knocker.
Jane Daniels is great, but
no, great. I see it. What do you got, Knocker?
Well, 2 things. This normally I would think that Baltimore would be on a letdown, coming home, feeling good about coming home, but Sheet says they were in a dogfight last week. When you beat your hated rivals, you come back home. I would rather see them on the road, to be honest with you. But that being said, they have a running attack that they've never had before, and I think they can just grind this game out, like Paz says, on the under. I don't see a lot of flashiness. I don't see a lot of quick scores for Baltimore. I think they just hand the ball off to the big tank and see what Washington can do with him. I think Washington will play good. I think it'll be a close game, but I just think Baltimore will squeak this out barely. I wouldn't be surprised to see Washington win. It's just kind of a wild card thing. Who have they played? What? Yeah. Can they do it against this team? If this team is fired up, Now they may catch Baltimore flat and run all over them. It's possible,
Yeah.
but with the running game that they haven't had for a while, I'm just going to go with Baltimore just to squeak it out.
Yeah, and again, go ahead, Paz. You want to say something?
So I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but it's like reminding me of when the week going into against the Bills. Who had the Bills played? They hadn't played nobody, and everybody was giving Josh Allen's flowers like, oh, he's doing amazing, top team in the league. I kind of feel the same way about the Commanders coming in. They haven't really played anybody. I mean, Cleveland, we know what they are. I mean, I don't know who else they've played, but
yeah, I mean, they're right now. They lost to the Bucks opening the season, and they beat the Giants, the Bengals, the Cardinals, and the Browns.
Yeah, I'll make this projection though. If Washington does beat us, I'm gonna solidify that they're gonna win NFC East.
Yeah, I think they already do win the NFC East, even if they kind of lose this game. I think they are the best team there. I'm gonna take the Ravens though at home here. I think Lamar and Henry are just too much of a running attack. I want to see the Commanders, like I said, beat a good team before I can really put a crown on them per se as just that's the team to beat this season. They do look great. It's crazy that I actually, for a team I don't like in my division, I actually enjoy watching them because of their quarterback play. It's fun. Yeah, they're a fun team to watch. But I'm going to take the Ravens here. I think that under is hits as well. I think it's like a 23-17 type of game here. I'm going to take the Ravens at home to get done over the Commanders here. All right, we move to.
I'm gonna throw one more number at you.
Yeah.
Solidify that on there. 'Cause I like the number there. One more number at you. Vanderbilt finally beat a team in the top 5 for the first time too. So just remember that, Bama fans. It could happen here as well.
Oh, God, how happy was the college world besides Alabama, besides Bama fans, for them to lose? Man, that's great.
Now,
Where's Nick Saban?
Minus 6.5 first quarter spread.
Do you know, Josh, they carried those goalposts
Yeah.
all the way down to the river 3 miles away. I forget the name of the river off the top of my head. They carried those goalposts 3 miles.
Yeah, I saw the video. I saw the
down to
video
the
in the
river.
river. Yeah, I saw it. It's pretty
I
wild.
love it.
Pretty cool, dude. Yeah, pretty cool.
Them all the way down Broadway and everything.
Yeah,
Right?
they did. It's crazy.
College football, baby.
You got it. We've got a decent game here. The Chargers 2-2 coming off the bye here. They're going to head into Denver coming off the win. Looking pretty impressive. That Denver defense is legit, man. Their offense is a struggle, but their defense is goddamn legit. And that's why I see a total, lowest one of the week here, 35.5 total here. Chargers on the road against the Broncos here. Chargers 2-2, Broncos 3-2. Chargers still favored by 3 coming off of the bye. Knocker, what do you got? Chargers, Broncos in this one?
I'm going to go with the upstart Denver Broncos, man, and I hope they wear the throwbacks again because that's just a gorgeous uniform. I'm not sold on Herbert. I'm just not sold on him yet. I don't know if the Chargers have a decent running attack, so it comes down to Herbert not throwing interceptions, and I'm not sure he's capable of not turning the ball over at crucial times. Bo Nix on the other side, a little hot-headed. He got into some confrontations with his OC last week. But that defense is strong, playing up in Mile High.
Yeah.
It's tough early in the season to go up to that altitude and play for 4 quarters. So I think Denver squeaks one out.
Okay. All right. Pause. What do you got here? Chargers, Broncos.
So, to not call the Chargers, to call the LA Ravens.
LA Ravens.
I mean, Denver has a great defense. I think the only thing with the Chargers is their run game. You haven't really seen what they've done much in the passing game. I mean, you have second-year receiver in Quentin Johnson, rookie Lad McConkey. Great name.
I know he's got the best name. Yeah.
But I mean, I like the Broncos. I like the defense. I think the defense is gonna give Herbert hell.
Yeah. So you going Broncos at home?
I'm gonna go Broncos at home. I'm gonna go 16-10.
All right, I like it. Again, Paz is the lead in pick'ems right now. He's tied for the lead right now. What do you got, Sheets? Chargers and Broncos.
Look, I like what Denver's doing. I like what I'm seeing. Again, Bo Nix is kind of showing his colors a little bit. The defense really shining through, holding them in these games. But I'm not sold on LA being done yet either. Their run game has proven to be a good force to keep them in the games as well. Herbert, yes, it's questionable at the same time. They get the job done. And I think this is going to be a good test for this Denver defense. And I think with this one early, I think at this point, I think the Chargers is going to pull this one out. So give me the Chargers.
Okay. Fuck, man, this game's tough for me because
It is.
this is a really tough one because I just don't know what the Chargers are yet. Like, I kind of know what the Broncos are. They got a good defense and they've got a questionable quarterback that can make mistakes sometimes. But oh man, I'm gonna go with the Broncos, dude. I think that defense is just too much for the Chargers in this one. I'm really impressed with what they can do. I think that Bo Nix is not having the greatest season, but he's building confidence. I mean, he's won 3 games this year already, and one last week. I'm gonna go Broncos at home in a very low scoring game, like 16-10, something like that. Yeah, 16-13, as they get it done at home. All right, next up we have the Steelers losing to the Cowboys last week, and the Raiders, just a pitiful team out there. The Raiders 2-3 at home against the Steelers 3-2. Can the Steelers get back to their winning ways this week? Jacques, I'll go to you first. Steelers, Raiders in this one. Pittsburgh favored by 3.
Yeah, this is a questionable both ways. I mean, what team are we going to see? Are we going to see the Pittsburgh team we saw last week against Dallas? Or are we going to see the better faced Pittsburgh team we saw earlier? And the Raiders, it's just too many problems. Gardner Minshew's number 1 at the list, and you're still dealing with the Devontae Adams mess.
Yep.
I think Pittsburgh can come in here and squeak this one. Give me Pittsburgh.
Going Pittsburgh here. What do you got, Paz?
I hate picking Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, this is gonna come down to who has the better kicker, and it's the Steelers. Chris Boswell is top 5 kicker in the league. I wouldn't be surprised if this game doesn't have any touchdowns. Both offenses are that abysmal, and I think Max Crosby and TJ Watt are gonna have a field day. I'm saying they're gonna both have like 3 sacks each. So I'm gonna say 12-6 Steelers.
12-6 Steelers, and just an ugly one. All right, Knock, what do you got in this one?
The Raiders just look like they're just
Dog
falling
shit.
apart, dude.
Yeah.
They're just falling apart.
I do like Max Crosby, though. That dude.
Oh, Crosby's a beast, and they got some good players. It's just the whole thing is just.
I know.
It's just a mess,
It
man.
is.
There's going to be more.
Yeah.
There'll be more physicality in the fights in the stands. There's just not enough going on in Las Vegas. It's just not happening, man.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh will stumble to a win. It's just going to be the ugliest. It's a really, really ugly football game.
Yeah.
But they will stumble to like he's like Paul says, 9-3, 9-6, something like that, something stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers, get the win here. I'm gonna go 17-10 over the Raiders here in a low scoring affair. The Steelers will just. Yeah, their defense is still legit, and the Raiders, like you said, are just a mess. I got no confidence in them, and I think it is going to be a kicking game in this one. So, next game up here, you've got the Falcons and the Panthers. The Falcons coming off the big win, man. Kirk Cousins finally getting the kind of credibility he deserves. Almost 1,400 yards this season throwing the football. The Panthers 1-4. Just having a dismal season this year. They're 0-2 at home. The Falcons roll in. They're favored by 6 in this one. Knocker. Do we see a big blowout here, Falcons over Panthers, or can the Panthers keep it close here?
No, I think this is a blowout. I think they rolled in. I think Cousins is playing how we thought he should be playing at the beginning of the year.
True. Yeah.
I don't know about Pitts though, man. I watched him very closely this week after
I think he's a bust, dude.
Game the week before. I don't like the way he runs patterns. I don't like the way he blocks.
Yeah.
I think he's only good when he actually ends up with the ball, but I don't think he does enough to get the ball.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He can run, but I just think he's a detriment. I really do. I think he's a bust, but they've got other guys on the outside and the rest of the team is pretty good. So, and it's Carolina. So
yeah.
you go with the Falcons, and I think they beat them by double digits.
I agree. I mean, the Falcons were my dark horse team coming into the year, and just like you said, I feel like they're starting to finally play like how we thought they would play with all that talent. But I think Pitts is a bust, man. I mean, we had that we had 1 year of 1,000 yards, and then we haven't really seen him at all.
Body language, I just don't like anything out there.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. Pause. Falcons, Panthers here. Who you got?
I got the Falcons 31-10, but Falcons, can you please utilize Bijan Robinson?
Thank you.
Please.
Oh.
For my bets. Please.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Like that Thursday night game, I took Bijan to combine for 100
sounds
rushing
like me.
receiving
He
yards.
is. He's just like you did.
And
He's a degen.
Literally, he had 76 because they refused to give him the ball. They ran it more with Algier than they did with Bijan.
They did, yeah. They did.
Like, he's your best playmaker. Get him the ball.
Yep. All right. There you go. I love the rants from betters. It's great. All right. What do you got, Flame, in this one? Falcons, Panthers.
I agree with what Knocker said a while ago. I think last week Atlanta finally showed us what this was the offense, like we said last year. They needed a quarterback. They got Cousins, and they really shined against a really good Tampa Bay team last week. You're going up against Carolina. Like you said, maybe you can clean a few things up. Like I said, when Kirk Cousins is for 500 yards, it's hard to hand off the ball. I mean, he had a hell of a night the other night. And
At least give him a screen.
Week, I think you're going to get your wish down there. Pause for sure. I can see more running getting done here because Atlanta should jump out and just run the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Atlanta here too. I don't think it's like a complete blowout. I think that the games usually get up closer than what we think, but I'm gonna go Falcons getting it done 27-17 over the Panthers here to go to 4-2, and they looking like the Falcons team we thought they were coming in the season. Next game up here, we've got the Lions 3-1 coming in to face the Cowboys. Lions coming off the bye here. They're going to be fresh. Cowboys coming off the late heroic win against the Steelers. Cowboys, Detroit, Lions favored by 3 in this one. Cowboys are still winless at home this season. All 3 wins have come on the road for them. The Lions have won. They're 1-0 on the road. So, Knocker, Lions, Cowboys here. What do you got?
Put him up. Put him up. Fight you a puppy on my back. The Lions are a much better football team than these clowns at the Stars.
They really are.
They're falling apart. You know,
they really are, man. And with the 2 weeks of rest, 2 weeks of rest, and the Cowboys can't stop the run. They can't run the football. They can't stop the run. Like, it's just
they've got hurt players on defense.
Yeah.
Just nothing looks cohesive with that team anymore. And the Lions are just solid.
Yeah. All right, going Lions. Pause. What do you got here? Cowboys, Lions. Lions favored by 3 in this one.
I mean, the best thing about the Cowboys is their cheerleaders.
I don't disagree with that.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Lions by 13. I think Montgomery and Gibbs combined for at least 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, we could see just what the Saints did to the Cowboys here, just absolutely throttle them.
And the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. Yeah, what do you think, Sheets? You're waiting for this one. I know you're just getting. It's your favorite team, the Cowboys. What do you got to say here?
His balls are tingling.
Wonderful time of the year. Every time I see a Cowboys game on, I could take the easy road. Oh, Dallas defense, all the injuries, they're not up for it. It's going to be easy. I'm not. Does anybody remember last year when Detroit and Dallas played each other? And then on the last play, the referee, I didn't see him check in. Didn't see him check in. I didn't see him check in. And it cost Detroit a whole lot more than what they anticipated. I guarantee you Detroit hasn't forgotten that either. Yeah. And I expect Detroit to walk into AT&T Stadium this year, and I hope they do it in those black and blue sweet-ass uniforms and just spank the Cowboys. That 3-point line they got on this game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's 3 points. I mean,
I agree.
I don't see what Vegas is thinking. Them Lions are going to come in. They're going to roar, kings of the jungle, and just put the Cowboys down.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going Lions. Fucking Cowboys. I'm going Lions, man. I really just have no faith in this team at all. They have no defensive ends. They're banged up on all sides of the football. Yeah, they ran last week, but that's the one decent run game they have. Ezekiel's banged up. He's just a washed up guy. Dak, I don't trust. I just trust the Lions more. Like, I really do. And I feel like what Sheets said, the Lions got a little chip on their shoulder from that. And I feel like they're coming in here with 2 weeks of prep. They're the fresher team. They're the better team. I'm going with the Lions. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I could never bet against my own team. Well, I want to win pick'em, so I'm picking the Lions here. I am picking I know Dowdle's the guy, but I'm not impressed with Dowdle. The guy's name is Dowdle. There's never been a running back with a name Dowdle that's going to be good.
Dwaddle?
Okay, Dwaddle. Yeah,
Dwaddle?
exactly. I'm going.
Why did y'all sign Cooks and Zeke? I mean, Cooks, you know, he does nothing more than Zeke. You had a chance there to 1 yard run in at the game last week, and you still didn't put him in. I mean, that's like Mark Tron and not giving him the ball in the Super Bowl. I mean,
Look, Jerry Jones.
Wasted money.
Jerry Jones is too busy measuring his players' meat sizes, other than signing Derrick Henry in all season.
Fear Josh doesn't watch. Why? Because I watch the red zone. I don't watch football because I only see certain play. Whatever, you guys are crazy. You guys are behind me in picks them, so eat my ass. I don't care. I'm going with the Lions here over the Cowboys, 27-7 or 27-20 here over the Cowboys. The Lions at 52. That's a big number as well for the over under there. You just talked about Zeke running. Yes, I know Zeke ran, and so did Dowdle. They're running backs, and they have a video of Zeke in the locker room putting on his fucking shoulder pads at halftime, reaching for his shoulder because it's hurt. Like, they're all banged up. They've got their Micah Parsons isn't there. They've got no one on the defensive line. They're a shitty football team. I'm sorry, Cowboys fans. Our team is a shitty football team with a record that doesn't show actually what they are. They got lucky handing 3 turnovers to the Steelers. And it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry. You guys know I love my team, but I have to be realistic. The team is dog shit. And it has been dog shit. Their coach is dog shit in big moments. If it comes down to a time thing at the end, you know our coach is going to fucking blow it. He does every single time. He does every time. He does. I'm just sick of it. Like I said, I can't support this team like as I used to anymore. My soul, shut up, Flame down there. You're like enjoying this. I understand it. Listen.
Did you pick the Cowboys last week?
Oh, love isn't shit talking your own. No, love is shit talking your own team, because I feel that fans need to be on their teams for not putting a good product out on the field. I think it's yeah, you should talk shit on your team. Like, no, my team fucking sucks. The people that are running it suck. The people on the sidelines suck. The coaching staff sucks. The only great thing we have is an awesome kicker. That's all I have to be thankful about, is an awesome kicker.
And the cheerleaders.
And the cheerleaders.
Yes, the true fan can admit when their team is bad. And I admit my team is dog shit. Okay, we move around. Here we go. Next game up on Sunday night. Thank you, Flame. Thank you, Flame. All right.
I've tried to warn you for years. I'm so glad you've finally seen the light.
The world's smallest violin.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And the cheerleaders. We got a great kicker and great cheerleaders. That's all we got right now.
I've been
Okay?
warning him since '93.
Oh,
You
man.
know?
That rant will get me through the week. You got it, Fear. You got it. We've got Sunday Night Football. I don't know what to think of this game either. Bengals 1-4. They just can't seem to win a football game. Joe Burrow has almost 1,400 yards and 12 touchdowns, and the Bengals are 1-4. That is a crazy stat. The Giants, I have no idea what to think of them now. Like, they go into Seattle and they look like a good football team. Daniel Jones learned how to throw the football and stuff. I don't know. The Giants are 0-2 at home, though. The Bengals are 1-1 on the road. Giants, Bengals here in this one. Sheets, I'll go to you first. Bengals favored by 3.5 in this one.
Okay, Giants, I need you to listen to me right there. Listen to me real quick. Let Daniel Jones cook. This man is not bad. This man has a great on-the-run throw. Him and Neighbors, that's your future. Build on that. Pick up a running back, pick up another receiver, but let him cook. I have said for years he is fine. Let this man cook. Him and Malik Neighbors will be fine. But the Bengals are going to win.
Oh, see, you just slapped Fear across the face. He was loving you. He's like, yes, slay bitch, give this man a raise. And then you slap him. Oh,
the reason
man.
I say the Bengals are going to win, I will say this. If Neighbors starts, New York has a better chance than if
They
Neighbors
said I was because I have on my football team, so I've been watching. And he did not participate in practice, and he has to go through so much of this, so much for concussion. Yeah, he's still got to go through the whole thing. Like, I highly doubt he's going to play this week, which is going to be obviously their best weapon out of the game. So, all right, Flames going Bengals over Giants, even though he just praised. Let him cook, Daniel Jones over there. All right, Paz, what do you got on this one, dude? Bengals Giants.
So I'm just gonna say CBS is terrible because NBC wanted Ravens Commanders for Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, this is a weird
CBS
game on
kept
Sunday.
blocking them.
Yeah.
CBS kept blocking them. like the world, God, they all wanted Jay Daniels and Jackson.
I mean, I would think they would have flexed that game, a couple weeks ago into it, but yeah.
But I just can't see a world where Cincinnati and next to their record it says 1-5.
Yeah, dude, it's wild with that team,
it's just
dude.
So weird. But the Bengals defense is so bad.
Yeah.
The first half of the Ravens game, they showed promise. They stopped us a couple times, but the second half they were terrible. I'm picking the Bengals, but if Neighbors does play, Giants have a better chance. But if he doesn't, if the Giants play like they did last week, if their defense shows up like they did last week, Giants could pull that upset. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be Bengals in a close game.
All right.
I'm gonna say 27-24.
Okay, that's right at the number right about too. What do you got, Knocker?
I hate stats, Josh.
I know.
I think
you do.
stats
I
are
know.
just the biggest piece of crap shit thing ever.
Okay.
They tell you this much of the story. They don't tell you everything.
They're
But Daniel
factual.
Jones' stats are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The Giants could easily be 4-1. If they're 4-1 right now, and now we're talking about Daniel Jones's ratings. He's rated in the high 90s to the hundreds. We're talking about how much improved they are and blah 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 blah. So the fact that the Giants' record is what it is, I don't think is a reflection on how much they're improving. Be that as it may, just Cincinnati is just shocking to me.
Yeah.
What has happened?
It's wild.
And how they look.
They were just in an AFC Championship game.
They won the Super Bowl 3 years ago, and you look at them on the field, and it's just not the same team.
Yeah,
it's just not. I think losing the way they lost and losing to who they lost to, I just think they're in a funk. I think it's going to take them at least a week or two to figure their team out. And by that time, they're going to be out of the playoffs. So I look for the
Giants
upset.
here.
I'm going with the G-Men in the upset.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Bengals here. I think they've got just too much on offense here for the Giants. I don't like their defense, obviously, but Neighbors is a big loss for the Giants. And I feel like, they played, like, their quarterback play has been better. But I feel like the Bengals, this is it. This is their season right now. You have to win this game or your season's done. You're just done. You're not coming back from a 1-5 start. Like, if you can come back from a 2-4 start, but you can't come back from 1-5. I feel like that's what's going to motivate this team to win here somehow, some way. Very ugly game, very high scoring game, actually. That's why the number's sitting at 47. I like the Bengals to win here 24-23 in a close one. Bengals over Giants on Sunday Night Football. We got Monday Night Football coming up. Again, we have 4 teams on bye this week: Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, and Vikings. So set your fantasy teams accordingly. Again, Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, and Vikings all on byes. Monday night, we've got a battle of divisional opponents here. Bills 3-2 head in to face Aaron Rodgers and their coachless team, whoever they got as their head coach now. They're 2-3. Jets are 1-1 at home. Bills are 3-2. They're 1-2 on the road. Buffalo favored by 3. Knocker, Bills, Jets, Monday night. What do you got?
You got to go with the Bills, just based on history. You go with the Bills in this game. And I have no fucking idea what's going on in New York.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
I just don't. I know Aaron Rodgers took a beating, and it just hasn't gelled. Whatever was supposed to happen hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And just Buffalo within their division is a pretty damn good football team right now. So I'm going with Buffalo right now. I think they bounce back.
Yeah, I think that's easy pick. What do you got, Paz? Monday Night Football, Bills and Jets in this one.
First off, I want to talk to Bills fans, saying that first 3 weeks, Josh Allen was MVP. He played nobody. They want to talk about stats and all this, talking about Lamar's 2019 MVP. Lamar won MVP with Seth Roberts and Willie fucking Snead. Come on now. Like, Lamar is a way better quarterback than Josh Allen. Josh Allen completed 30% of his passes last week. The lowest completion percentage in the last 30 years. If Houston's defense did that to him, what do you think the Jets defense are going to do?
Yeah, good point.
Like, I don't like the way the Bills are playing right now.
Going
and
Jets
also,
upset.
Sean McDermott.
I'm hearing a Jets upset here.
I'm going Jets because Sean McDermott's an idiot.
Okay.
Why do you throw the ball 3 times with 30 seconds left instead of just going to overtime?
Yeah, that was pretty
Not
stupid.
playing good.
Yeah.
That was
All right,
pretty
so you're
stupid.
going Jets upset. All right.
Bills aren't good. They're
Okay.
terrible. They're frauds. They're garbage.
That's coming from a hated Ravens fan over there hating the Bills. What do you got,
Yeah.
Flame? You're shaking
There's
your
a lot
head.
of
How do
hate
you? What do you
there.
think about
A
that?
lot
I know you're not the
of
biggest.
underlying rage
You're
right
not the
there.
biggest Josh Allen fan yourself down there, are you? What do you got down there, bud?
I gotta admit, I mean, pause down there. I think it proves we need more people with beards on this show. I mean, you sit back down there.
I'm
like
trying.
everything you're saying. We need more.
I got a
beards
6-week
here.
shadow
I mean,
going.
this man got the beard going. He's got it all going. If he could just get the picks right. I'm sorry, my guy. Listen, this is the Buffalo
Hey,
Bills.
I'm in
we're
first
talking
place.
about.
Right?
Yeah, maybe not after this week. I don't like those picks.
Oh man.
The Buffalo Bills.
Hey,
I mean,
everybody has a bad week.
Not all over. It's not all over. Again, like you said before, the Bills beat teams that are bad. This is a bad team. They just fired their coach. There's controversy. There's chaos. There's disorder. Teams can't operate like that. I don't care how good the defense is. I don't care how good the offense is. I mean, you just fired a coach, and everybody in the world is pointing fingers, going, "That's a bad decision. That looks terrible."
Yeah.
And you know, at the end of the day, it's the Buffalo Bills here. I mean, that they get it together, they get it done. This offense has proven time and again that they can put things together when it matters most. And they know this is one of those games they need to win and can go in here. Just give me Buffalo to circle the wagons and take down the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going with Buffalo as well.
Brees Hall,
What's that?
150 yards, 2
Oh
touchdowns.
God.
Damn.
Oh God.
Look at this.
Fear. What do I think of the Jets situation? I feel like I like Robert. Was the only good coach, and actually on his side, ball working. Aaron's just a bitch. I talked about it when we started the show. Fear. I think that because we opened up with that. I think that he got a raw deal out of it. I think that he has to put up with a lot having Aaron Rodgers on there. And I feel like his season obviously was lost last year. Losing your quarterback in the first game like that, it literally changes your whole season. I feel like this season, again, it's not going the best their way, but they're 2-3. Like, there's a lot worse situations in football than what they had. You know, speaking of Jacksonville, I mean, that coach should have got fired before him. I feel like he did get the raw deal. I feel like Rodgers came in and has totally made a mess of a situation where they had a pretty good defense and some talent on the offensive side of the football, and it's just not clicking. And I feel like Rodgers is washed. He's going out on a very bad sour note, which I don't like to think of him like that, because I think he was a good quarterback in his prime, but he's not. He's going out on a way that I don't think he should. I think it's bad for him. I think people are going to get a sour taste. He's obviously a Hall of Famer, but he's really changed my outlook on him on Rodgers. So yeah, I think their coach did get a raw deal on that. I'm going to go with the Bills here to get it done over the Jets. I actually think they throttle the Jets in this game. I think that the Jets are just an absolute mess with their coaching staff. I like the Bills to win here, 27-20 over the Jets in this one. Big backdoor touchdown by the Jets or something, make it close. But all right, those have been our picks. Yeah, I think it goes under. Yeah, those have been our picks for week 6. Everybody, make sure you lock yours in.
I'm gonna make up some ground this week.
Looking to make up some ground. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. We are going to again have the show up on YouTube. I want to thank Paz for taking the time out, man. I appreciate you very much. It's always good to have you on every year.
Dude.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Good luck on your bets this week. Knocker will be on tomorrow, same time, maybe a little later tomorrow. He's got a doctor's appointment, but he will be here for the pre-party. Yeah, Sheet, what do you got, buddy?
I have one question before we get out of here, if you don't mind. This question is for Knocker on this one. Thoughts on Vanderbilt and Arkansas getting fined for the celebration after the big wins? I'm just curious on what you think about it.
It's fucking idiocy.
That's what
It's fucking stupid. How are you going to find spontaneous action? That's what makes college football great. Is those kind of celebrations, man. That's the whole thing. Especially now when it's even harder for the smaller schools to get players and beat the NIL schools and this and that. Fuck you, NCAA. Just stay out of that kind of shit. You know?
Yeah.
Why don't you do something about the Big Ten fucking referees overturning a call without indisputable evidence? The fucking rule says the call on the field stands unless you have 100% undisputable evidence that it was the wrong call. You never saw the ball cross the goal line. In the meetings with Coach Riley this week, the Big Ten said, well, we believed that he scored. Not that we saw that he scored, not that there was no contested evidence of the scoring. We just believed it, so we overturned the call. Miami has been bailed out 2 weeks in a row. How is that not spearing? I don't know if you guys saw the play at the end of the Cal game. How is that not spearing? Look it up.
Okay.
How is it not spearing? Right in the middle of the field. The letter of spearing is what happened.
Yeah.
SC gets screwed in the Michigan game. There's referees screwing games all over the place, and you're worried about a celebration?
Yeah.
You're gonna fine a university for a fucking celebration?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are you, communists?
Like Vandy and Alabama. Like, I mean, that was a deal for
Seriously.
Vandy. I mean, that was really big. I get it that they're rebuilding the stadium and you tore down goalposts in the middle
So
of the rebuild.
what?
I
but at
don't have
same
the play
time,
yet.
it was a deal. Like, it was just. I agree
Just
with you.
go to the Vanderbilt family and get some more fucking money. They got enough.
I love Josh's rants about the Cowboys, but Knocker's rants about college football is second to none.
It really
Thank
is. He's on, dude. He's so passionate, bro. He's so passionate, bro. He's like, he lives and
I'm
breathes
all
college
about it.
football, man. He fucking loves it. So, all right, Jacques, you have again a great night. Thank you for joining us. Be safe out there. Again, follow Flame as well, part of our stream team. He's going to be back in Squad Fest with Mama Flame, so I'm super excited about that. Make sure you catch his streams pretty much every day, him or Mama over there streaming. So make sure you go check him out. Thank you, Flame. Be safe out there, man. Thank you, Paz, for coming in and taking the time. Always good to have you back again. Such a good buddy. Been supporting us for so long. Knocker, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow for the pre-party and the fluff job. Thank you, boys. You have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you guys next week.